There is a space in your heart called eternity. That space is limitless, it's endless. No amount of women you pour inside, or alcohol you pour inside, or money you pour inside can ever fill it. That is why those men, many men that have access to all the women, all the sex, all the drugs, they end up killing themselves. Why? Because that cannot fill you. That space can only be filled by God. God created a space in your heart that only Him can fill. So why don't you surrender to God? He's the only one that can protect you. He's the only one that truly loves you. He's the one that is going to judge you. He has an opinion about you, and his opinion is the most important. You see, it's very funny that God is the judge, and a judge judges based on his bias and his opinion. Now, God is going to judge all men, and all men are going to bow down to him and acknowledge that he is king. But is it not funny that the one with the most important opinion is the one whose opinion is least cared for? Is it not funny that today many people, when they want to do something, they ask their fans, they ask their mother, their father, their brother, their sister, their husband, their wife, but they don't ask God? Yet it is God that determines whether they live or die. It is God that created them. It is God that blesses them, and it is God that permits them to live. Isn't it funny? God is merciful. He is very merciful. You know why? Because you are still breathing air. You are still breathing air. If God wanted you to perish, you would have perished a long time ago. He has a plan for your life. But will you be humble enough to surrender yourself to Him? To say, not my will, but let your will be done? Or will you just allow pride to finish you? Remember, pride cometh before the fall.